Hello, everyone. This is Rick with a Cybersecurity Pro podcast. We're excited. We have a new guest today. So let's get right to it. Purandar, talk to us about who you are and why you're so awesome.
Rick, thank you for having me first. I'm Purandar Das. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Sotero. We're a Boston-based cybersecurity company. We're focused solely on data security, which ironically has been ignored for the most part. And we are providing new tools, new capabilities to ensure that companies can keep their data and information secure and live up to their commitments to their customers.
Why do you think that data security has been not wholly ignored, but ignored quite a bit today?
I think there's multiple reasons. The primary reason, in my opinion, and I speak about this as a practitioner, because in my past life I was a CTO at a couple of the largest marketing services providers in the world. Data security or focusing on data protection is hard because anything you do at the data level usually ends up being a barrier for business processes, which most companies or organizations are loath to do because that means friction in revenue generation, friction in processes, friction in everything that they count on, right? That's what they don't want to hear, and that's what they don't want to do. The flip side of that is the technology associated with protecting data usually causes quite a bit of challenges, both in implementation and in the amount of latency that it typically introduces into the process.
Is there a better process? Is there a better way? Because you're right. A lot of times when I talk to folks about data privacy, it's a lift. It's a heavy lift for them to figure out how to manage that. So is there a way? Is there a process? What are you thinking?
There is, and the other challenge we didn't talk about, or we can talk about, is the various technologies that are used to collect, store, and process data. Like you just say, people think about a database as being a database. No, there's like 25 different flavors of databases, right? And there's other unstructured data storage platforms, cloud-based, on-premise. When you throw the mix in, we're talking about a massive number of data storage platforms that need to be protected because that's what organizations use to collect, process, and operate their business. That is the sole reason, or the reason genesis for Sotero. Introduce one platform that provides a uniform set of capabilities and unique capabilities in collecting, storing, and protecting data, right? Without introducing huge amounts of friction, without requiring massive amounts of customization or lift, as you would put it, in helping companies protect and secure the data. There is a different way, and there are technologies.
So talk to me a little bit about how data has become somewhat synonymous with cybersecurity, right? What does that look like, and why do you think that's happened, and the importance of that?
Yeah, so Rick, you mentioned big has become, it always was, right? I mean, data always has been what drives, but when you think about a business like Uber, for example, right? Think about where they would be without data. Everything they do is built around data. So technology and business capabilities have evolved to the point where data has become central and both in their value and in scale, right? So when you think about the, think about the explosion of data, if you will, or the complexity and the magnitude of it, data security or security never caught up with that, right? From a technology and capability perspective. The other part is the focus on privacy and security has only recently started, right? With the evolution of GDPR and the building of a multi-billion-dollar business in terms of exploiting, hacking, stealing, and brokering stolen information. Those two have kind of pushed this to the forefront, saying how much more data can companies afford to lose, and how much privacy are they willing to risk, because of the pursuit of revenue, if you will.
So let's talk about, from a broad perspective, what Parander's brain is seeing as some cool emerging technologies or trends or approaches that you're excited about in the cyber or data space.
I think, I mean, the evolution of one is certainly what you would call platform approach to data security and things, because cybersecurity is one of those industries where there's so many point solutions, right? I mean, the companies have been built and made fortunes on just providing a point solution. That approach doesn't work anymore because when you talk to enterprises or organizations, their heads spin with the number of products in the market. And they're going, this is not sustainable because I can't build a cybersecurity organization that has 50 different skills and resources that can deal with all of this. So how do we kind of consolidate all of this while not losing effectiveness across the spread of data we have and the application stack we have? That platform approach, I think, is one. Second is people talk about AI, which kind of like at a very rudimentary level, you talk about automation or not eliminating or limiting the need for people to be involved in every step in collecting, processing, and analyzing this thing. Those two, the platform approach plus the introduction of automation or AI, if you will, into the security process, I think is a reason to be very excited about this space.
Well, this has been fun. We're on our final question. This is the fun question. What is your favorite piece of retro technology that makes you smile?
I would say COBOL programming. Because, I mean, programming was supposed to be dying when I kind of got introduced into the space, but man, I've had my struggles with that. Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being on the Cyber Pro podcast.
Thank you so much, Rick. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for tuning into the Cyber Pro podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on new podcasts and all of our cool bonus content.